Humans, especially those in first world countries like ours, have become extremely disconnected with our natural roots and beginnings. It's no longer necessary to leave our concrete jungles to save the biannual camping trip that the kids whine about. And the skills it takes to get along in the now foreign wilderness have also subsided. But as we let them go and take for granted things that come so easy to us, let our iPhones become our know-all, or how-to know-all, it becomes more dangerous to let basic survival knowledge go unknown by the tech generation. So how many of you have been backpacking or stayed in the Sierras for more than a couple days? Alright. How many of you have even just driven on a back road or somewhere you would consider unpopulated? Right. Well, statistically, each year there's tens of thousands of drivers who experience blowouts and thousands more who have complete mechanical failures in their cars. And I know it's cliche, but you never know when it's going to happen to you. And as much coverage as Verizon and AT&T claim they have, there's large regions we all know that they don't cover. So you can't post about being stranded. But at that point, it's the least of your problems. As soon as you know you're stranded, there are three vital things you must immediately set your mind to finding in an exact order. Does anybody have a guess at what they might be? Water, right, that's the first one. So you got water.
Shelter.
The body can go 3 days without water, and that's barely, not without experiencing hallucination or heat stroke or anything of that sort. Next would be shelter. Very good. Shelter, although it's not vital to your life force, it will keep you dry, warm, and in the shade, which will keep you hydrated longer. And lastly, there is food. There has been said that people can survive a few weeks without food, which is why it's last on this list, but it's still just as vital. Although when you are out in the wilderness, they'll probably look more like this. So, you got some great stagnant water, you got some trees you can grow with, and there's a goose. This is where man's greatest invention or discovery since the wheel comes into play: fire. Fire will allow you to boil and kill harmful things in your water. Fresh clean water. It will also help you make your food safer to eat. Cooking your shelter, not such a good idea. But having a fire next to your humble home will keep you warm and dry. Easy enough, right? You make yourself a fire and you have clean water, safe food, and warm, dry clothes. Not exactly. The goal is very simple, but the path there is not always so. Out there is no switch for the gas fireplace, and I know I always don't carry a lighter on me, so that's a problem. Even when there are those things, we usually look to a person who has the skills to make a fire to make it for us. So with all the conveniences, very few people know how to make it without those. So I'd like to show you a few ways. First rule is, let's see, there's your water and stuff, is always thinking little to large. So you have to start with what's called kindling, which is very small. You can use maybe like twine or wood shavings if you have a knife, and you build up to twigs, branches, logs, and so on. But here's your problem: how do you light that if you don't have matches or a lighter? You can resort to rubbing two sticks together, but honestly, I think you lose more energy than it's worth. You probably spend 45 minutes trying to get that going. If you do wear glasses, or you have glass from, say, a window or something, you can use the sun, and you can harness it into a beam that's hot enough to start a fire. And here's one that you probably don't know. A 9-volt battery in steel wool is an excellent fire starter. I know it's kind of random, but you never know what you'll find in your car. So if you get started, you can always look for this. And basically what it does is it short circuits the steel here. And you see it. You do that, and you just get your kindling in there, and you have a fire. So, cool stuff, right? Alright, so now that you have that, now that you have your fire starters, just remember building up from the bottom, start with small things. And you'll have your life-saving flame in no time. And then you'll have your food, your warm shelter, and your water. Let's see. I hope that none of you actually find yourself in this situation where you'll need to use this, but I hope you took enough in that so that if you do, you'll have a fighting chance. And I think if everyone takes the time to learn skills like these, like making a fire, they'll come to respect nature a bit more. You'll see that nature can supply all the heat and water we need just as much as a heater or a faucet. And we've been tearing down the very world that gave us life and gives us everything that we do need. The problem is our society is based on wants, not necessarily needs. We kind of take them for granted. So it might take getting lost to reprioritize and take the right things into appreciation, but hopefully learning to make a fire will spark a change. Thank you.